This video and others like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. Please show your support with a like and subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any new videos. If you want to get involved with the channel, consider becoming a channel member. There are many benefits to channel membership, including access to our Discord, exclusive deck tech and strategy videos, and the opportunity to help create channel content. I want to sincerely thank all our channel members, as I truly couldn't do this without your support. You guys rock. Go Commando.
Hello everyone, welcome to Dice Commando. I am very happy to be here today to share my Skirmish army with you. As you guys know, I've only been painting basically, I kind of started since COVID started. It was kind of a new hobby thing I picked up. And what I'm here to do today is not only share my clone list with you, but also, kind of show off some of my painted models. So what you're looking at top down is my 500 point, it's actually a 499 point Skirmish army using my clones. And we're using Captain Rex. So before we go, through the models, let's go ahead and do the cards. So Clone Captain Rex, we're running him naked. Now I used to run situational awareness on him, but I actually made an audible, and I'll explain that as we go through. So let's just go down the line here. We're running ARC Troopers with 5s. I have a squad of Phase 1 clones with an extra dude. Then I have a squad of Phase 2s running a Z6 with an extra dude. I have a second squad of Phase 1s running an extra dude plus recon intel. All right, so that's the audible. Like I said, it's the same price as situational awareness, but I am running this instead. I'll explain, well, let's go ahead and explain why, right? So your ARC Troopers, they have Scout 2, and Rex, he has Scout 1, but he also has Scouting Party 2, which means you get to bring 2 with him. So if we go out, you see Scout, no Scout, Scout, no Scout, no Scout, Scout, but he gives 2 Scouts, which means we're short 1 on Scout, so I just decided, let's try to run Recon Intel, which gives one of my guys Scout. So basically everybody gets a move after setup. Okay, so we're running that guy there with Recon Intel, and then I am running my Sniper ARC Troopers with Echo, right? He's the sniper, he's got that 1 to 5 with the 2 red dice. So let's go ahead and just break it down. So there's Clone Captain Rex himself right there. My squad of Phase 2s, of course, with that all Z6. They're also painted in the 501st. That's because they're going to pull that Z6 up. They're going to scout with Rex. That's their job. Now, my first squad of Phase 1s, I do not have any color on the Phase 1s. They're just vanilla boys. That's kind of helps distinguish them. Same with my other squad here. And this is, of course, a squad with scouting. But again, it's really just the whole idea of Rex brings the other 2 with him. My ARC Troopers here, also painted in the 501st, and they are led, of course, by 5s. 5s is on the right there. See him, my painting skills are not good enough. I can do the little shark thingy that's on his head, but close enough for me. I'm happy with him. And then last but not least, we have Echo leading the sniper squad. I, of course, did Echo's little helmet thing there. You can notice, of course, all my guys are wearing their helmets. Right? Rex obviously has a head option. All right, so there's my full 500 point clone Skirmish army. And give me just a second, because when I was doing that, my microphone cord got caught on the cabinet. All right, that is it. So I will zoom out here. Let's go ahead and give just one more scan of my painted guys, because I'm proud of them. Show them off. Why the heck not? And then one more with the cards. We'll actually cut away, and we'll do a tabletop Admiral session and just go through it and kind of talk strategy.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to go ahead and run down the list we just talked about in Tabletop Admiral. It also gives us a little bit of ability to, kind of be flexible. We can go and kind of change things up and, kind of point out some things. So Rex, I mean, Rex is our commander here. I don't think I need to really explain why Rex is just fantastic, especially for something like the skirmish format, where he's just so effective being cheap. I mean, basically the only thing not to like on Rex is the fact that he has 5'2" instead of 6'3", like the majority of commanders do. But again, look at his price point, look at what he's bringing. The guy's fantastic. I mean, the fact that I'm running him naked's not, I don't think, that big of a deal. Now, in the pre 2.0 world, I actually did run him with Esteemed Leader, which I know doesn't see a ton of play, but remember with the clones, you're running a lot of guys close together, and I'd rather have Rex alive than like some random phase 1, right? So that's how I used to run him. I don't have room for that anymore. And actually, I mean, we're talking about it, right? Go ahead and pull it up, right? But Esteemed Leader, it basically lets other guys jump in front of fire for him, and it's only 5 points. So I did used to run it. Now that'll be one of the options we talk about as we go down. So we do have, like I said, there's a one phase 1 team that has recon intel. There's a one phase 1 with an extra man that's also just naked. One thing I did used to run, and actually in the Learn to Play video, I had this guy on there, which is the RPS 6, which is a rocket launcher. And I did that just in case somebody wanted to be cute and show up with a vehicle. I mean, realistically, in Skirmish, that's probably not going to happen a ton. I don't think, but I'm sure there are lists out there with it. But that's what I used to run. But that's not on there. So that one is 21 points. And what I've just done since is I've moved into the Z6 Phase 2, which is, I mean, it's just a Z6. I mean, it's just a Z6. But it works really well with those guys. Now it's an extra 6 points, right? So that's where I lost my Esteemed Leader. And actually, if with that, even with the points changes in 2.0, if you were to run the RPS 6 instead, you'd actually get yourself another point back, right? Because you'd have, in addition to the Esteemed Leader, I mean, you'd get yourself 6 points back. Esteemed Leader eats up 1, and then you could even throw that situational awareness or something else on somebody that's worth 2 points, right? 2 points is important. I guess the only one situational awareness there, but from a gear standpoint, there's a couple small options, but none of them super stand out. And it's just that, I mean, the reality of the situation, I don't think I need to convince anybody that a Z6 brings a pretty significant punch to the table. I mean, 1 to 3 with that many dice, especially when you're getting the surge tokens and everything with the Z6 or with the phase 2s. I don't really think I need to explain that much more. The ARC Troopers, now they have 5s as their commander, which I think is the right play. I mean, 5s is probably too good at his point costs. I mean, I think he's probably too good with his coordinate. He's probably too good. But you know what? That's what we have. So we're gonna run the guy, right? And then I think Echo is the right for the strike team. Now, I mean, there are some arguments to be made that you can, because you remember you can equip those two as heavies on your other stuff. So I could put them on my phase 1s, but I mean, I think 5s on the ARC Troopers squad is the way to go. And running Echo as your heavy in the strike team, I think, is also the way to go. So, I mean, I know there's not a lot. I mean, you only have 500 points to deal with here, but it's 500 points for 6 activations, which is pretty good. Compared to the Separatist list that we run, even those cheap units, it's just the big heroes on the Separatist side eat up so many that the extra activation it's really a big deal, especially when some of those are really bad B1 squads. But that's the way we play at home. I know there's, of course, other factions out there that we have to deal with. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it on the strategy. Like I said, there's a couple options. You could always drop that and go with the RPS 6. It gives you a little more functionality. I think with the way this list works, I don't think there's room to run another. Like, you'd have to, like, if you wanted to run another phase 2, you'd basically have to drop your strike team and then get kind of fancy with the rest of your phase 1s, which is okay. Like, the phase 1s are pretty fun to play with. Now, we do have the medic on the horizon. There's certainly some arguments to be made there for the future of what to do with the medic, right? So just to remind everybody, the medic goes into the extra man slot, right, into the extra dude slot. So you'd throw him in. I mean, you you throw the medic 100% into the phase 2s, because you're right, your extra man is 3 points more, and the clone medic is going to be 20 either way, so it saves you effective net 3 points. Put him in here. So that's the argument there. So you put him in there, and if you want to try and run 2 phase 2s, it's really going to change up this list quite a bit, because the points are pretty tight. So I like where it's at. But you could certainly, actually, let's do that, and let's throw in the RPS 6 and see if we can run. That should come out right. Oh yeah, it comes out exactly to 500. Yeah, so that's perfect. So that's certainly something you could do. You could run a medic in your phase 2s. You give up your Z6. What's the Z6 for the phase 1s? The Z6 is 23, and that's, yeah, so you'd have to drop. You could do that actually. Drop your recon intel, and you could run your Z6 in your phase 1s if you wanted. That's another option as well. So yeah, even with that's why the clones are so good. I think is just their point cost. If you're running something like the Rebels, you have tons of options because a lot of their guys are so cheap. But just there's a lot of little changes you can make to the fundamentals of this list to make it good. But like I said, that's my army. Again, I'll kind of do some video cut-ins while I talk away, just some pans. But it took me a while to get them painted up. Obviously, I'm not as good, and I'm sure that a lot of it's not as good as a lot of professionals out there. But this was my first time learning how to really do this, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's been a fun hobby to learn how to do it, and it's been something that's let me stay entertained during the lockdown, kind of when I just needed some decompression time. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking the time to check it out. If this is something that you're seeing and something that you think is cool and you want to check out Legion, don't forget we have those Learn to Play videos. You can check out those Learn to Play videos. I'll actually, to quote one of my favorite guys, Pachow, right? It's up there. I'll do a link to it. Also, don't forget about the giveaway we have going on this month, all the month of February. All you have to do is be a public subscriber, comment on one of our Legion videos during the month of February, and you'll be entered to win one of the 4 alt art packages for the Z6s, or it's not Z6s, the phase 2s, the B2s, the Rebel Troopers, or the Stormtroopers. And we'll ship anywhere in the world. And again, that's thanks courtesy of our friends over at Gongai Games. Don't forget Commando 10 at checkout. If you're not buying from the LGS, you're going online, go check out Gongai. That's the way to go. So thanks everyone for joining me today. Again, make sure to comment below, like, subscribe. Love you guys, and go Commando.